Hi there, welcome to episode 3. This episode is mainly focused around some recent Slayer and the very first of a task I have long awaited. But first, I was on pretty late and I decided I'd put some welfare gear on and head out to the Chaos Elemental to obtain a dragon pickaxe. To kill the Chaos Elemental, I was using the flinching technique, luring Chaos Ellie to the backside of the castle, flinching at each kill with the Derek's Great Axe. Even with my stats, it was still quite the struggle to get consistent kills quickly. I did only manage to get 6 or 7 KC before logging off for the night. So I thought I'd leave in an example kill so that anybody can look at how I was doing it and then perhaps try that method if that's what they want. After finishing up my wilderness adventure, I decided to get back into Slayer and try to get the Kraken task that I've been wanting. So I started with some Hellhounds in Tavley Dungeon, courtesy of Konar, as I've been trying to get as many Slayer points as I can, and I think the Brimstone Keys are a good extra when trying to do some Slayer. I normally just do the extra 10 point task, etc. task with Konar, but on this occasion I decided to do a few tasks in a row with her, and luckily I was rewarded with a Kraken task, which is fantastic. This was the first for my account, and often Kraken is regarded as the easiest of the Slayer bosses, due to it just being a one-click kill with the use of a fishing explosive now, so that's fantastic. As you can only really damage it with range or magic, it has a weaker defense to magic, so that's what everyone uses as a typeless ranged magic attack, so you can't use protection prayers, just some good healing food and the best overall defense to magic and range. My gear for this task, as you'll see, is just some it has my normal magic options, so Major Arena 2 cape, infinity boots, my standard best in slots of Barrow's gloves, glory and a blessing. But for the weapon I choose to use the Slayer staff I, due to the increased damage on Slayer task, which gives me a max hit of 32 instead of the 25 from Ivan's. I use the Tome of Fire so that I can keep nature runes as well as the normal runes on there to alch if necessary whilst I'm on a task, but usually I just teleport out because I am using the private instance each time I'm going through and killing Kraken. The only notable drop I actually got throughout the whole task, which was unfortunate, was a Dragon Spear. I was wearing a Ring of Wealth, so this was only a 1 in 20k drop, which is still unfortunate as I have 4 or 5 of these now on my account, but no Tentacle and no Trident yet. So we're just finishing up the task. It was 174 KC. I think it worked out at about 3 or 4 mil in loot, which is fantastic for the GP on my account as it was fairly low, but not particularly helpful in terms of getting that progression in equipment that I do need on the account. But there's always the next task, and you know, who knows, maybe even the pet be a great pet to get. I think I'm about 2000 KC on my main, still without the pet, so it would be fantastic to get that pretty quickly on the Iron Man and rock that all the time, as currently, as you guys have seen, I only have the Rock Golem. I have it twice. Definitely want a more exciting pet to walk around with, because that would be fantastic. I then continued on my Slayer grind with Konar, getting a Greater Demon, Calfight, Dagonoth and Necril task. Nothing fantastic with these. Do like a Necril task for the money, but other than that, not that fantastic. I did get a Superior on the Necril task, but unfortunately I was only using melee, and with the special minions that the Necryarch spawns, they can deal a lot of damage very very quickly, so I did resort to flinching, which did take a little while to get the kill, but at least my Chaos Ellie practice came into effect in the normal game rather than just in the wilderness. Unfortunately though, getting this kill, I didn't get any of the rare drops from a Superior, but still a nice bunch of Slayer XP. So after 6 tasks in a row, I decided to take a little break with Slayer and decided to do farming runs and birdhouse runs. So I tried to do farming run, tree runs, and then do birdhouses and mahogany / teak trees if needed. I have, I believe, all of the herb patches unlocked, all of the fruit tree patches unlocked and everything. So I do try to do all of them, but ultimately I am restricted by what seeds I have at that time. And then with birdhouses, I am doing it through magic at the moment, but I am pushing to use the redwood logs that I cut along my grind to 99 wood cutting. Once I have that, obviously I can then focus those magic logs onto something else like fletching, which would be a bit more useful for some AFK GP. Thought I would end off the episode where I spend the majority of my AFK time. Currently I'm doing mining after finishing wood cutting not too long ago. I am doing motherlode mine all the way up to 92. I'm then looking to do amethyst until 99, so that dragon pickaxe would be most helpful for that, as with a rune pickaxe I believe it's very, very slow, or slower anyway. I'm currently 89, so about 3 levels to go. I'm hoping that shouldn't take me more than a couple of weeks of AFKing, depending on how much time I obviously get to do that. In the upcoming videos, I want to lay out some goals, some like short-term things that I'll be working on, and try and sort of focus an episode on. This episode I'm going to kill X amount of whatever, I'm going to try and achieve this level to try and get this item or upgrade from my account, because right around the corner with the stats that I'm at, I think there's quite a few coming up. I'm almost hitting the 2k total, which would be fantastic. It's the first time I've ever done that on any account. My main isn't even that high, which is a tad embarrassing, but I much prefer the grind of the group Iron Man, and much prefer doing it with my friends rather than doing it as a proper Iron Man. But for now, that's it for this episode, so until next time.